Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's video. Another day in Miami Beach. Loving the day. We're starting at 1st Street and Collins Avenue. Pardon me, losing my voice. Okay, we are walking northbound on Collins Avenue. Yesterday, I think, or the day before, I did a video walking northbound on Ocean Drive. Collins Avenue is just one block west of Ocean Drive in South Beach, which is a community in Miami Beach. It's just, it's such a nice little community here. I shouldn't say little, it's not so little, but it just has a really cozy atmosphere here in South Beach. And Collins Avenue is a really nice street as well. There is a lot of residential here on Collins Avenue, but once we get further north past 5th, it becomes a little bit more commercial. And I will show you one of our favorite breakfast spots when we do go out for breakfast. So we hope to be doing a diner breakfast during this Miami vacation, and this is where we're going to come. It's called the Big Pink. You can see it right across the street. And it's like typical yummy diner food. And it's more than just breakfast. They have, lunch and dinner, but it's a place that we're going to come to. We haven't done it yet because we're eating breakfast where we're staying. But we are going to come here for a diner breakfast, maybe on our last day, I'm thinking, because we're going to want to probably have a big meal that will sustain us for a good part of the day before our flight going home. Yeah, we're leaving, I think on Sunday we're leaving, which is, today is the 24th. It is really nice out. Of course it is, it's Florida. Oh, this is a community park, or a community garden rather. But one thing I also want to point out is the fencing. Like it's an art form in itself, at least in my opinion. It's just so beautiful. And then of course there's the community garden there, and you have to be a member to access. And of course there's those beautiful palm trees everywhere. Just seems so foreign to this Torontonian. Right behind this delivery truck is a little local grocery store, La Paella Market. We come here sometimes to pick up things that we might need, like cream for coffee or milk or something, standard staple item. So I just want to point out that the buildings, they are fairly low-rise here. Because as I mentioned, it is a little bit more residential south of 5th, which we are walking towards. I can only imagine how expensive it would be to live in one of these condos, being so close to the ocean. Literally 2 blocks from the beach. And just another really cool display of, I guess, a fence or a gate. I just think they're so artistically done. Like, I don't see anything like that in Toronto. And something else that I'm in awe of, which you're probably going to see more of in my videos. This is an old Art Deco building, but I want to point out specifically the marble patio. And we do see a lot of that in South Beach. Really, really like that. Oh, look at these nice dogs. Oh. Oh, those were nice dogs. Gorgeous dogs. So if you look at the siding of this building, I remember that siding in, there was, just outside of Calgary where I grew up, there used to be like this day resort called Happy Valley, and it had a few swimming pools and a sort of a grassed area where families typically went on the weekend. And they had that type of, so I just had to cut out a piece there, folks. Sorry about that. But as I was saying, yeah, so there was this place called Happy Valley just outside of Calgary where families often went on the weekend. We used to go there in the summer. They had an big indoor pool, big outdoor pool. At least from my perspective as a young child, they were big swimming pools. But I don't even think that place exists anymore in Calgary. Or if it does, it's probably been totally refurbished. Look at all these tropical plants. In my dreams. It smells good here. And what I mean is the air. I always notice when I do go to a different city, or particularly outside of Canada, I do notice the air, and I notice the scents within the air. And it's just a very, I find, fresh and warm. I guess warming type scent in the air. It could be, of course, because of the heat. But in the ocean, of course, there's that fresh air, cleaned air type of scent in the air. We're at 5th Street now. This is a very major thoroughfare. So where the camera is facing, that's east. So sort of right at the end of that street is the ocean. I'm just going to back up here and press the button. I'm fully lathered up with sunscreen. I'm actually wearing gloves today, like sun gloves, just because of holding the camera. And when I hold the camera and my hand's full of sunscreen, I can't get a good grip on the camera. So we, so far, just a bit of an update about what we've been doing. We've been doing a lot of lounging around, let me tell you. I guess that's in part what a vacation can be. Normally when we do go on vacation, we go on cycling vacations. But this vacation, when we come to Florida, we don't cycle. We did, I think, once or twice. Actually, I think we cycled twice here, but I've not been very impressed with their cycling lanes, or rather lack thereof. I don't feel comfortable cycling here. But we've done it twice, and each time neither of us really feel comfortable, because even though there are some painted cycling lanes on the streets, they're not partitioned off. Like, they're just painted. And that's never provided any sense of comfort for me, even when Toronto had painted cycling lanes as well. Now they're upping their game. But yeah, so as I was saying, oh, here's the TD Bank. I should know that. Just gonna see what their hours are. Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, so I could get. I haven't really been using cash. It's been all credit card, but it's good to know where I can get. It's good to have a Canadian bank to access. Yeah, so we've been lounging around. So we've been to the beach every day, and lounging in some very comfortable lounge chairs. David has been doing pretty much what he did in the summer at home, in the lounge chair in the back with his books and his crossword puzzles. I have been out and about. If it's a bit noisy, wind noise, I apologize. It's pretty breezy where I am right now. But I spent, I think, the first day I spent in the lounge chair on the beach. The whole first day. I didn't think I would do that because I normally can't. I just can't do that. I don't feel comfortable doing that. My body wants to move. But I had no problem that first day, which is interesting. Is that a sign of just getting older? Don't answer that. Anyway, it's been wonderful. We've really been enjoying ourselves. And I made a video. We went to the Versace mansion for dinner the other night. It may be posted before or after this video, I'm not sure, but so we did a walk along Ocean Drive at night, and I tried to discreetly film inside the restaurant. I'm not sure how that's going to come out, so yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to come out. So if it comes out okay, I'm going to post that. But regardless, I'll just let you know that it really is beautiful inside. Now, where dining occurred was in, I guess, which is what used to be his sort of outdoor patio area. You actually walk through the front door of the mansion, but they take you right to the side where the outdoor patio is. One thing I want to point out, there are a lot of police in South Beach. We noticed a lot of police vehicles like this SUV. Like they don't lack for a police presence here, which is comforting, but also we both kind of wonder why there's such a high presence here. I can only imagine. So the reason why this truck is backing up is because just right at the end there where the lights are, that's Ocean Drive, and Ocean Drive has been blocked off, I think, since the pandemic for pedestrian traffic only. So this guy probably dropped off his load and now needs to get on his way. So this is typical of South Beach, having outdoor dining. Just along the outside of restaurants. There's a lot of sidewalk dining. But that was always the case even pre-pandemic. So we don't have any plans tonight. We're not sure whether we're going to dine in or out. Tomorrow's American Thanksgiving, so I can imagine a lot of places would probably be shut. I would kind of hope so, just for everybody having the opportunity to celebrate Thanksgiving with a little bit of relaxation and good food. My understanding is Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving, is like a super major event. Just as important as Christmas, but maybe more so. I've heard that it could be more so important than Christmas as far as people traveling to meet up with relatives and friends and vacation time. But I don't know, I've never experienced an American Thanksgiving, but that's what I've heard, at least. It's a little bit overcast, and it's not blistering hot. It's really comfortable. I'm just in a skirt and sandals and a t-shirt, really comfortable. I have noticed, I think, who I suspect to be native Floridians, to be a little bit more dressed up as far as, covering up more because they might be cold. Now this building here, Rainbow, a long time ago, this used to be that bougie department store, that bougie US high-end department store called Barney's, and this used to be a Barney's location, and they have since, I don't know if they've gone under, if they were sold, I don't know, but it's been a few years since they haven't been in the picture. And Barney's was an iconic, sort of like Toronto or Canada's Hout Renfrew. There's a tour bus. Yeah, I'm not too interested in doing that. David, today I went out to see about windsurfing, so he's hoping to windsurf today. He goes out to Biscayne Bay, I think that's how it's pronounced. Biscayne, I think, Biscayne Bay. And I'm pretty sure that's where he goes to windsurf. So he's hoping to do that today. So he looked at the wind report and he thinks it might be okay, but he's gonna phone them and see what they say about the wind today. He wanted to go yesterday, but the wind was offshore, meaning that the wind blows out into the ocean, and it was a super windy day. And they typically don't recommend windsurfing on super busy days, or super windy days rather. So I'm hoping to do 3 walks today, 3 recorded walks today. But I forgot to plug in, so I don't know if I'm going to have enough juice. So fingers crossed that cross my fingers rather, that this will take me to do my 3 walks. So I'm going along Collins Avenue and I want to get to Lincoln at 17th Avenue, and it's a pedestrian mall. It's called Lincoln Road or Lincoln Avenue or Lincoln Street, I'm not sure, but it's Lincoln something, also known as 17th Avenue. And it's, as I mentioned, it's a pedestrian mall. There's all kinds of shops there. And we were there a few days ago, and one of my favorite restaurants, all-time restaurants, and it's super casual, like it's a super cash restaurant. It's not bougie or anything, it's super cash. And I loved it. I just love the atmosphere. We always ate outside. Just, you know, watching all the people walking by along the mall, sitting out in the restaurant and having dinner. They are out of business. So we went there with the intention of eating there, and to find that they no longer were. But apparently they had gone out of business just before the pandemic. The name of the restaurant was Next, N-E-X-X-T. We're now at 11th Street. 6 more streets to go before we get to Lincoln. And once we get to Lincoln, I'm going to shut off the camera, do a few things I need to do on Lincoln, and then I'll start up again on Lincoln. Anyway, so yeah, so they were shut before the pandemic. So I think it was December 2019, they said, on the, I think it was on their old website. And the reason being is because of it was becoming too expensive to operate. Now, this place was always packed, but comfortably packed, not like uncomfortable, not crazy. And you know, it surprised us both that they couldn't keep up with their costs, because they were always busy. Every time we went, they were always busy. So it didn't matter, you know, what day. But we'd always go at dinner time, but it didn't matter what day. They always seemed to have a lot of patrons. So that was sad. It's always sad when, just like in Toronto, when I walk by, you know, places that I walk by on a regular basis and see them shut. Whether I was a patron or not, I always feel bad to see businesses shut. A lot of stores like this. This one is called Surf Style. A lot of shops like that. Good place for, like, you know, reasonably priced souvenirs, or if you need a bathing suit or a pair of shorts or t-shirt. Now look at look at how nice this marble floor is. We noticed them refurbishing it the other night. They're doing a good job. Looks so clean and pristine. So the area that we're in is called the Art Deco Cultural District. We'll see more Art Deco when I walk during the day along Ocean Drive. There are an abundance of Art Deco buildings on Ocean Drive. I think all of South Beach, there's a lot scattered throughout, but there's a lot for sure concentrated on Ocean Drive. And I have a thing for, or an appreciation for, really attractive architecture. And everybody has their own version of what's attractive, but to me, Art Deco is certainly up there as one of my favorite architectural designs. I'm glad that there's a bit of a breeze and the sun isn't beating down. There's some clouds. It's so much more comfortable to be walking when it's more comfortable out. I'm not sweating like crazy like I normally would down here. We're at 14th Street. Just a few more blocks, folks. I wanted to record this street because I really like it. I really enjoy this street. There's enough activity to make it an interesting record. And it's just very pretty. This is a drugstore, believe it or not. But I just want to point out, look how cool this is. Is that just not so cool? It's a CVS, I think, a CVS drugstore. Oh no, it's a Walgreens actually. Walgreens drugstore. But I wonder what this once upon a time. Now it's a drugstore. We know who's making the money now. The drugstores. Oh, there's a really cool street called Espanola Way, which is just right here at these lights up ahead. And that street is full of outdoor restaurants. So I think I'm going to take a bit of a detour to take you down this street, Espanola Way. We ate here one night this week. Busy, super, super busy. Busy, busy, busy. They seem to get people in and out quickly. And we're coming up to Espanola Way and Washington Avenue. I'm also going to hopefully do recording down Washington Avenue. It's another major thoroughfare through South Beach.
Wait.
Now, you may not see a lot during the day as far as the outdoor dining. Just across the street, just west of Washington Avenue here on Espanola Way. It might not be that busy because it's daytime, but it gets super busy at night. But I just want to give you a glimpse of just a cool atmosphere in there. Here we are looking south. Here we go. Here we are looking north on Washington. That's a nice little decorated footpath. So you're not going to get a full appreciation of, and I apologize, I should have just done this at night, but it is full of people and lights and music and laughter in all of these restaurants. This is where we ate at this restaurant here. It was busy. This whole place was busy, except for places that are under construction, or renovation rather. So here is part of, again, Espanola Way. Why don't we just continue? Now, we haven't been this far west on Espanola Way, so I am walking in the middle of the street. And it looks like car traffic can come through here. So it says here, notice, entering restricted residential parking area. So I took you through a good part of Collins Avenue. Well, not a good part, actually a small part of Collins Avenue. But that's the part of Collins Avenue that we tend to frequent the most to get to and from wherever we want to go. We kind of do everything on foot here. All right, folks, I am going to conclude this portion of this video. I will pick up another video on Lincoln, 17th Avenue. Hopefully I have enough juice, but I will definitely film a video on Lincoln Avenue because it's really cool. Really, really cool outdoor pedestrian mall. Okay, folks, thanks very much for joining me. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. This is Boomer Girl Walking in Miami. Signing off.